Hey there, so we're here. So I'm going to show you guys quickly how to do this during my lunch break, so hopefully the bell doesn't ring. Anyways, so we're here, we're having to do the Nike shoe assignment. We have the tutorial right here. This is in the modules, and we have the submission box. So if you were to if you were to just choose assignments, you're probably going to end up getting to this page. And if you ended up getting to this page, you're not going to know what to do, how to create an end product of a shoe. So you're going to click here for the instructions, same as the module. And then there's these videos. This guy is pretty good, but he talks a lot. So I decided to make my own video. You're going to get the file you're going to work with. Basically, it's a blank file of this shoe by clicking up here. If you click up here, you're going to download this PSD. So naturally, it's going to be in your downloads folder. It's in your downloads folder. Let's open that up real quick. All right, my downloads folder is not a good place to keep stuff because what happens? It deletes at the end of the day. So let's pretend you downloaded it. You already opened up. You're stuck in Photoshop. You want to make sure you don't lose your stuff. You're going to go up here to File. You're going to go to Save As. You're saving as this Photoshop document. You're going to go to your H drive, right? And you're going to call it Nike shoe, right? Now it's in your H drive, so now you won't lose it. So perfect. Now we can work on it. We're not going to lose it. I have it, and now we're looking at the shoe here. So if we're looking at the shoe here, you'll notice there's a lot of different layers. We have Nike, the logo, top strap, all that good stuff. So we're going to color it. We're going to grab this brush tool right here, left-hand side. We're going to grab that brush. And we're going to select, let's select a layer. Let's select the Nike swoosh, right? So here's the Nike swoosh. I know it's the Nike swoosh because you can see I'm clicking the eye on and off. That's helping me know exactly what layer I'm working with. Selected, Nike logo. All right, so let's see what happens when I try to just go ahead and do this. If I go like this, it doesn't look really good, right? So I had yellow randomly selected. That doesn't look the best. So let's go back, Control Z, and we're going to isolate it basically. We're going to make our lives easier. First thing we're going to do is under mode, it's very important. We're going to go to linear burn. Mode, top, linear burn. Now you have linear burn. So linear burn is going to make it so that it's not completely like covering up all the background details. Second thing you want to do is I have Nike layer of Nike logo selected. You're going to do where it says lock the transparent layers. So I'm locking the transparency. So if you didn't know, this checkered gray here, this is transparency. That means there's no color in it. It means it's nothing. It's not black, it's not white, there's nothing in there. It's transparent. You can see through it. So what they mean by this Nike logo and locking the transparent is that if I start hiding all these other layers, you can see what's actually not there. So now by doing this Nike logo here and then locking the transparency, now if I do one fell swoop, done. I already have that one there. Your brush might be thinner. Your brush could be about maybe here. And if it's here, you can do that. But I want you to keep in mind that if you keep going over this, I want you to think of a paintbrush. If you have a paintbrush and you keep slapping paint over the same exact spot like this, it's just going to keep getting darker. So if that's the effect you want, sure, do it. If you just want it to just kind of more be one swoop, then I would recommend you go up here, you change your brush side, 100 kind of does the trick for me, and boop, now I have a yellow check mark. So remember, the reason we can't see the other ones is because they're hidden. We're just going to unhide them. And you would add several other colors to your stuff. So just to show you one other example, if I were to scroll down to the lace, right, and I don't know what it is, so let's off and on. That's what it means by the lace strap. I'm going to make sure that I choose a color, right? Maybe I want red. And then I have my linear burn on. It's a nice thick brush. I need to make sure that I lock the transparency. And I should be good to go by doing one swoop. So you see how much nicer that looks? Let me show you how it would look if it's wrong. So if I grab this strap here, I don't want that one. I want this top strap. This top strap, let me show you what happens when linear burn is not on. If you accidentally leave it on normal, it's going to look like this. Well, no, I didn't lock. See? I didn't do what I was supposed to. I didn't lock the layer. But look, you see how bad that looks? Covers up all those details. So you really want to make sure that you have on this thing called linear burn, and then it's going to make it look better. So that's one way to do that if I wanted to cover this up. You might notice the bear logos here. You do not have to have the bear logo. The only reason the bear logo is there is a placeholder logo. You can add whatever logo you want. If you wanted to make, I had another student make a Barbie. She made a Barbie shoe and she wanted the Barbie logo. So let's pretend you did want to make a logo, right? You just go to Google. My idea originally is I was making I was making a Bowser one. That's why you saw me searching for Bowser. So I put in Bowser logo. I found a decent logo right here. I wanted I wanted this one, so I right-click, save image as. It went into my downloads because I don't plan on keeping it very long. So it's in my downloads. Okay, cool, cool. Here, file, place embedded. Let me find the one that I downloaded, the little Bowser thing. And of course, it's not there. It's probably in my other downloads. There it is. Okay, so then here this actually is. And now, if I do Control T, which or Edit Transform, I actually have a logo that I can work with and place here even if I wanted. So if I wanted to resize this, I could. Now if you have a white space background like I did, like say your logo has a white space, quick and easy way to get rid of that. Selected, right? I'm going to go over here to the Magic Eraser. I'm going to choose the Magic Eraser tool. And then if I do that, it should get rid of basically everything that's close to that. And that's how you get rid of that. So I got my logo in there. It's looking kind of cool. I'm going to place this nice, you know, so it looks uniform. Let's say I wanted to add more colors for Bowser because I had Bowser. Another little cheat that I like that works. Let's say I wanted to use actual Bowser's colors. I have Bowser here. Let me get an image of it. This one looks like a good image, right? I'm going to save the image. I'm going to save it. It's under my downloads, which is fine. It's called R. I don't really care what it's called. And now I have that. I'm going to file, place embedded. There's R. And then here's a giant Bowser. I'm going to resize this so I can work with it. And now what I'm using Bowser for, in a good way, is I'm using him as, you use the eyedropper tool, where you can basically grab the different colors. So let's say I wanted to color the soul black. I'm just going to suck up the black. I'm going to find the soul layer. That's the one I want. Perfect. I'm going to lock it. Linear burn is on because I have this, and then all I gotta do is this. So now I have the actual black. Say I wanted his belly. I'm gonna go over here, grab the color of his belly, and then I wanted the belly to be the middle here. So I'm gonna go over here, find the middle, I'm gonna lock it, I'm gonna have my tool over here, I'm gonna start coloring. And that's how I'm making myself a Bowser shoe. So when you're done with all that, what I wanted you to do, maybe we can take this, let's get rid of that. Here's our background. This is hidden, because you can put whatever background you want. So you can either create a layer above it and have whatever background, or you can just color this background something else you want. So you could take this, color it, brown, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but this is here for you to edit. And then when you're done with that, you're going to go to the text layer, up here, down here, wherever, you're just going to add your name. And then you're going to file, export as a JPEG, and submit this. That's all you got to do. So name, coloring, logo, done. Have fun.